Welcome to day 319 of our Let's Grow Annual Challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. We're continuing with No Nonsense November, a daily tip and tool. And today's is number 14, 2 full weeks now of life lessons learned that I want to share because they have had such a huge positive impact on my life. And today's is no different. Today's is to practice and embrace, not just practice and do stuff for the sake of doing it, but actually embrace and understand the power of the minimalist strategy. And our tool today is something called the Minimalist Challenge Workbook. There's a workbook, there's a challenge out there that has a workbook that goes along with it that allows daily activities. It's like a daily journaling system and a daily planner type system where you do a decluttering activity every day. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about decluttering, and I'm going to admit that I am a clutter bug, right? Obviously, you can tell by my background. I like cute stuff around me, and I tend to collect it and seldom get rid of it. But a few years back, when I was getting divorced, I had to divest myself of a bunch of stuff, right? The stuff that I had accumulated raising my family, and had a big house and was downsizing. And so a whole lot of things had to go. So I set a goal for myself, and this was a big project. We're not talking a little, I can do this in a weekend project. It was weeks of doing this. And I set a goal to get rid of 90% of my physical belongings, the physical things that I had. Now, I'll also confess that I still have a storage unit full to the brim of stuff that I didn't get rid of, which is a true indicator of the amount of things I had let into my life. And embracing a minimalist strategy is all about consciously choosing what you're going to let into your life. And why would you want to do this? Number one, it reduces the mental energy and the stress and anxiety around having to deal with all your stuff. I don't know about you, but I get anxious when I have a whole lot of clutter or a whole lot of stuff in a place that I know in the back of my mind I need to deal with, but I'm not. It's why I have changed up some of my daily routines. I don't know if you've noticed, but I usually wear a different shirt every day in my videos for the year. Now, year over year, I will repeat, but I try to go, and I started this, I don't know why, it was a personal challenge a couple of years ago to say, okay, and maybe it came out of the pajama grandma phase, but I'm going to wear a different shirt every day. Well, now I wear it, and if I love it, I keep it for next year. If I don't love it, it goes in the Goodwill box right by my door in the basement. So when it's time, and when one's full, it goes to Goodwill. When another box is full, it goes to Goodwill. Or sometimes I use bags. But my point is, I started to add decluttering, simplification routines to my personal life. And it's freed up a lot of, well, where am I going to put all those things that I'm saving until next year, right? So that's just a personal example, and it's less stressful. If I know that I can wear it and then gift it and give it to someone else who will appreciate it, that makes me feel good. So not only am I getting to enjoy it, but someone else is getting to enjoy it as well. For example, this lovely blouse, super soft. My sister gave it to me because she bought it and never liked it because it shows, you know, as you get into middle age, those lumps around the middle. And I was like, well, I'm going to wear it. It's a cull neck. I'm not a big cull neck fan. Yet 2 days in a row, you've seen me in a cull neck. So this one will probably get worn today, snuggle some granddaughters because it's soft and cuddly. And then it will get washed and into the Goodwill basket because I want to keep things simple. I put KISS on the title today because KISS is a very common acronym for keep it simple. And most people say stupid, but I don't ever want to talk to myself or anybody else by calling them stupid. So maybe sunshine or sweetheart or, I don't know, keep it simple, and then you can fill in your own S. But my point is, we want to be minimalizing and getting rid of the things that are no longer serving us. I had a huge kitchen in my last home, and I had hundreds of mugs and cups. Why? Because I had storage space for them, so I could keep them. How often did I use them? Well, not very often, because most of them I couldn't reach without getting the stepladder out, and because I only use like a cup or two a day, so it was silly. Benefits, of course, to being a minimalist or adopting minimalist practices are, of course, reduced stress and anxiety, increased focus and productivity, because we're not distracted by too many things or too many things to do. I will admit, I used to have a 400 item to-do list. It was a running to-do list. And there were literally 400 plus things on it. And I would knock 10 off. And guess what? I still had a 400 item to-do list because I would add 10 more. And so it was something that was cluttering my mind and just there all the time until I said, I'm going to let go of that to-do list. It's going to be just not a to-do list. It's just a list of, like a bucket list of things that I would like to see accomplished in my lifetime. It doesn't have to be something that I think about unless I choose to work on something and I go to the list and say, all right, what do I want to do next? And that took a whole lot of pressure and stress off. It gives us financial freedom because we're not maintaining bigger spaces and more all the time. It gives us enhanced emotional well-being. I'm a lot calmer, I know it's hard to believe, than I was a decade ago. And it allows us to have a positive environmental impact. If we're reusing and recycling and re-gifting or giving things to charity so that other people can use and enjoy them, that is a form of recycling. So how do you go about doing this, and what are we going to do for our action item today? I'm going to encourage you to adopt one minimalist idea and incorporate it into your lifestyle. Maybe it's just you'll declutter one thing today, and then you'll declutter one other thing tomorrow. I'm going to have to declutter my background now that we're talking about it. But start small if you're not a minimalist. I do not have minimalist tendencies. Never have, never will. Even as a little girl, my room was probably more jam-packed than any of my sisters because I saved everything. From the time I was a little kid, I walked around with a Band-Aid box stuffed full of treasures that I found as I went about my day in my life. And I still do the same thing. All right, so we are going to adopt one minimalist philosophy. So declutter something, repurpose something, ask yourself questions about things. If I need this 1 pound or whatever exercise ball or not, this is really a stress ball. Do I need this? Probably not. Do I use it? Well, it's right by me and I grabbed it, so obviously I need it sometimes. But do I need to have 10 of them? Probably not. Probably one would suffice. All right. Any questions, hit me up. I will share, if you've got questions, my strategies and what worked for me to reduce 90% of my physical things. Part of it was out of necessity. Most of it was out of desire. And it had a huge impact on my sense of well-being. It really, really did. Because it was things that I was holding on to for the kids. I was holding on to for other people. I was thinking I might use them someday. And that day was not going to come probably in my lifetime. So then it's time to let it go and let other people enjoy it. All right. If I can help you, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another no-nonsense November lesson. Again, most of these have been hard-learned lessons for me. So if I can save you some of the challenges with learning these lessons, I sure want to do that. Have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.